morning. Fuck me. Hey there, welcome. Welcome to a PigCast. We're here. We're queer, right? We know that. That we're always queer here on the PigCast. I had to look up what queer was. Queer is weird. I don't know. I think that shouldn't be on the spectrum of the LGBs, but still an odd thing to add. We're here earlier than usual because I'm going to be going... my friend is down from Washington, and he's only here for 2 weeks, so we've been hanging out, and my liver is definitely feeling it. It's bad when it starts to hurt, and you go, oh, all right, I need to relax. So we've been doing that, and we're going to go to a bar in, I believe, 3 or 4-ish with my brother, so that's a good time. And right before the stream, funnily enough, I love this thing, and I don't know if enough people talk about it. I love this, and I was listening specifically to Meatloaf. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. I was listening to that as I was doing things around the apartment. I was going to say things around the house. Clearly, you could see from the size of this abode that it's not really a big one. But I was listening to that, and I can't necessarily play this in its entirety. But one thing that I love that I think is very underrated is the very specific moment in a duet where a singer comes in and it's the other singer and the crowd goes, oh my God. I am obsessed with that little moment, to the point where not only in this song where it happens, but also another good song, Beauty and the Beast by Celine Dion and Gables Bryson, I believe, or whatever the fuck his name was. Sorry, let me reset the video drivers here. Already off to a good start on this live stream. But this right here, I love. So this is what I was listening to before. I'm not gay, I promise. And let me see when she comes in. Very attractive little singer there. Let's see when she comes in. I should have maybe had this already there, right? But I'll play this, and I guess I could do it without a copyright. But... right? So that little bit I love, because a crowd loses their mind. And they start singing the second part of the duet. I was listening to the other one, Beauty and the Beast, and it's the exact same thing. The crowd loses their mind when the other singer comes in. Gables Bryson, there you go, I was right. And it's the same bit, and I love it when this happens, because it's such a quintessentially 90s thing. It's such a it doesn't happen anymore, where the guy comes in and everybody loses their mind. I know I saw one with The Weeknd and Ariana Grande, but it didn't hit the same. This definitely hits. Let me see if I could play this one. This is... Beauty and the Beast, right? And then Homeboy comes in. That's my favorite thing of all time. I think by far better than penicillin, better than anything else. I think that is my favorite thing that's ever been invented by humans. And it's that little moment where they come in from a side, from doing I don't know, some sort of usually it's like a duet, but that's it. That's the peak of where I think we've come as humanity. But we have an action-packed episode. We have some hot topics that we're going to go through. Again, I don't like the earlier ones. I feel like the later ones maybe are better. Jump says dating. Maybe Piggy got the hookup. Why I'm at work? Why would you do this so early? Well, here's the thing, right? This one, I just like to add the word magician to the titles, but I'm not dating an influencer magician. That's going to be one of the topics here in particular. That is when you're dating an influencer, which must be like AIDS. It must actually be like AIDS, even though usually these influencers are very attractive and quite the lookers. When it comes to dating one and having to partake in their videos, so that's one that we're going to look at. A Cobra. Also, girl drivers. I don't know if you've seen this meme that's been going around TikTok and Instagram about girl dinner. It's the same thing with girl drivers, where typically when you see something happen in a car and you happen to look at the person, like I like to do, happens to be young dumb bitch. Vegas. I don't know what's going on in Vegas. If anybody's over there, you could enlighten me. What's the retardation? But we have a video for that. TikTok psychic, and also the gun. I just got a gun, a great deal on that. As a matter of fact, let me see if I could show you. I don't know if I could show you without YouTube going nuts, which is kind of autistic, because assuming you go through all the safety precautions and whatnot, they still go, no, you showed a gun. But then again, all these get demonetized. So let me see if I could actually show you what I got. I got a Hellcat. A friend of mine's uncle happens to have a lot of guns, and I finagled Hellcat for very low. Hellcats are usually very expensive for when I was looking up, and I finagled it for very low compared to what it is, because it's known for being expensive and a great gun, but there are other ones that are cheaper that could kind of match to it. So it's a pricey gun. So I got it for way, way low. However, the uncle told me, hey, man, look, I have this there. It's not going to move. Just sleep on it. Sleep on it. And I looked at a bunch of videos, and I looked at more videos about this gun. This gun in particular, which some people might look at and go, well, you're retarded. And I go, no. So I looked up this gun right here, the North American. He had this other one. Let me just explain it before. So he was showing me his guns, and he has just an arsenal. If anybody ever decides to go to this guy's house, they're fucked. And he had this one in his pocket. Then I'm like, I want to see that one. What's that? And he takes it out and unfolds it, which right off the bat got me, got my juices flowing, because I'm like, what even is? And he, you know, lets me hold it, and it's this Magnum. It's a mini revolver, a North American Arms mini revolver, and I know you might look at that and go, yeah, it's not a real gun. It's perfect. It's exactly what I want. It's retarded. It's like a small little revolver. It's a single action, and I'll show you a video here from this channel that I've been binging for the past 2 weeks. Hickok 45. This guy could shoot cum off a golden tooth. So this guy is just ridiculous. But look at this little thing. And it folds in. It doesn't come like that stock. You have to buy the little thing for it. But you can see the size. Let me see if I can show you this. And I have wanted this more than anything else, I think. So unfortunately, I got a Hellcat as an actual gun. But this is what I'm into. This is what I want right here. Let me see if I could play the video.
Little plates there, you can see the tops
Look at
of them, in their place, and then you install this, and
it folds.
You got push buttons there. If you do it right, then it folds up like that, and then
it shoots 5 rounds.
Small,
look,
of course, it would fit in your pocket. Now I feel, I told John before we started, I feel a little.
It fits in this guy's pocket. Now this guy's ridiculous when it comes to his shots. He shoots a gong here. That's all the way back. Let me see if I could show you that part. I was so impressed by this, shooting this gun. So he shoots that gong right there that you could barely see. He shoots it in one shot.
At the gong, I guess. Let me shoot at it.
This guy, if you're ever in front of this guy, you're fucked.
Low, so I'll hold high. Might not be able to hear it if we hit it.
Look at this. You hear it.
Got him.
Oh.
That's it.
So I want that. That's what I want. Is that bad of me? I know if you're into guns, you might see that and go, wow, Piggy, you're retarded. You're dumb. Because that's not a real gun. That's a little trinket, a toy. No, I want that. That's the one that I want to get. I haven't found a good deal on it, though. I wanted what do you call this? Used one. I was trying to find a used one, but they don't have those at least available near me, which is a shame. But I want one of those. I want one of those really badly. I might just say fuck it for Christmas and get that. But I don't want to pay full price for it. But that's it shoots 5 rounds. It's tiny as shit. It's like this big. I can't even quantify it. I've seen it obviously in person. This is a tripod, not a tripod. This is a. Let me go back here. This right here is a mount for one of my cameras, which apparently just broke. Wow, nice. Okay, fucking tremendous. Well, it has a spring. I guess I could fix that easily. But it's about the size of this. So it's this size. Essentially, it's immaculate. It's everything I've ever wanted in a gun. And I guess for those people that have big hands, it might be shitty for you. But for me, I have tiny little shrimp hands. I have shrimp fingers. So it's perfect. And something that I would actually carry on me. But I have to find a good deal on it. Oh, it did break. The plastic broke. Whoa, thank you. Fucking, what do you call this? Insta360? Fuck. So that's useless now. But actually, I could probably repurpose this, because I think this has a magnet, from my understanding. So I should be able to repurpose this. But I want that. I don't know if you guys are into guns, as I mentioned earlier. I did get a lot of good advice, and I am very, again, I don't want to say happy because that's gay, but I'm really sort of appreciative to the PigCake community as to the people that send me DMs and emails, and they sent me a bunch of stuff. just advice and things, and I'm very grateful to that, believe it or not. So I know I got a lot of those. And Slatzer says, a 22, do you want to mildly annoy your attacker? Well, he says, what I love about Hickok there is that he goes, being somewhat armed is better than being unarmed. But I want that, because it's like it fucking folds. It fits in your pocket. You could put it in your penis. So Blade of Grass. No, I was talking that I got. Actually, I'll show it. Let me bring it here. For YouTube purposes, this is a water gun. This is a water gun, okay, for YouTube purposes. So I got a Hellcat, a great deal on it. A friend of mine's uncle sold this to me, this water gun. There's no bullets in it. The fucking thing is out. For those of you guys that are curious and would worry about me with a gun in proximity, especially knowing my jokes that I've said before, which are all jokes. I just want to establish that they're jokes, okay? So this one it's a great one. I was happy with the way it felt in my hands. I was happy with the size of it. I think this one is it's pretty much what I was looking for. However, I gotta say, what I was mentioning earlier is this right here is what I want. I want this tiny little bitch. Look at that. Every time I see it, I'm like, I want it more. It's a tiny little thing. I want to mildly annoy my attackers. That's kind of what I want to do. Fuck. This guy just, by the way, he doesn't miss Hickok 45.
Back when I bought this, I don't think there was much else available.
I think I've seen maybe like 17 hours of this guy shoot guns, and I have yet to see him miss once. But I just, look at the size of this little thing.
All right.
Look at that, and it folds. Oh, fuck. I'm going to stop looking at that before I want to buy it. So that's the deal. I know that a lot of you gave me some good advice. This guy even gave me an extendo clip, so your pinky is better off. So usually when it comes to this, people's pinkies don't reach. I have small hands, so it fit me perfectly. But I was considering getting something like a Taurus, something what do you call this? Something cheaper. And he said the Taurus was his N-word. So I wasn't allowed to say the word Taurus inside of his house. But from my understanding, Taurus was a brand that was sold off, and they upped their quality control since the 90s, where they were known to be pretty much a shitty gun manufacturer. So a lot of the old heads have a bad rep with Taurus, but from everything I've seen, they're reliable and good and cheap. So that's what I wanted. But what I got was pretty much for the same price as a Taurus. I got a Hellcat, so I'm not complaining about that, considering this gun goes for what, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 sometimes. So I think that I'm very very ecstatic with that. Taurus are POS, so there you go, at Blitch. But from what I've seen, again, just looking, and it's funny because Danny said, whatever you do, don't get a Taurus, right? And then my friend that went shooting said, whatever you do, don't get a Hellcat. And I'm like, oh, it's funny. Everybody tells me different things. But yeah, the judge is about the only Taurus that is serious. Okay, it says jump like the song. Jump like the song. You see what I did there, Van Halen? Let me just give myself one of these. I carry a Glock 19 because I'm basic. I carried a Taurus G2C for 4 years, and it was fine. See, that's the one that I was looking at. Blades of Grass, that's the one that I was looking at. However, the next one, for sure, a philosophic plumber making fun of me, saying the tiny gun is fitting for, yeah, I get it. I'm a tiny dude, all right? So that gun is very fitting. And if you happen to have a deal or know anybody that's selling a NAA Mini Rev, Mini 22 Mini, please let me know. Please let me know, because I'm definitely in the market. One of these right here, not this. Let me actually just isolate it. If you know anybody that's selling one of these right here, let me make sure that I'm actually, oh, there you go. Hit me up. Hit me up. I'd buy it off of you. And if you could give me an influencer discount, I'd probably end up blowing you. Even though it's annoying to send a gun. You'd think we have rights here, but to send a gun, you got to send it to the place, and then I got to go and... Ugh. But yeah, if you know anybody, please let me know. What else here? I guess let me look through these. Go through these some more. Fuck. Totally Writing says I've watched for more than 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Should I stop now? No, I think we're gonna get good because we do have some fun topics. I think the next one I want to get into is this TikTok psychic. There's too much retardation, my friends. People who say small guns are stupid have small peepees, says Gut Buster Mike. I guess I agree. You could do anything with any gun. You could kill a guy with a 22. It'd take you some work, but it would happen. It would work. Slatter, you know what, man? Pin of glory. You get the pin of glory for that. Just because. If you make me giggle like a school child, like a school child, I have to give you. I gotta give you the pin of glory. Let's see what else here. Hungry and Hungover says you got a strap. Dang, I left a wasted voicemail with the perfect recommendation. So we already, by the way, if you want to leave a voicemail, look at the comment section below or the description section. And there's a link that you could send. You could do it anonymously. Let's actually hear what Hungry and Hungover had to say about getting a gun. I think last time you recommended a javelin missile as a daily carry, concealed carry.
Yo, PigCake. Last time in your stream, I admit that I was trolling you and I was giving you suggestions for firearms that weren't practical. But I swear to God, the Jesus Almighty, that the LPO-50 is the most reliable EDC practical, reliable carry ever. The NRA even had a poll where even women, middle-aged women, Karens, they agreed that the LPO-50 was the most reliable, concealable EDC weapon of all time. So I think you should get the LPO-50. All right? I'm being real with I'm not trolling you, dude. Okay. Look it up. The LPO-50.
All right. So the LPO-50 is this right here. And what I like the most about it is that it's modular, right? So this is one of those modular bits. You might look at this and go, whoa, see, that's not good for EDC or self-defense, but it's modular. So you could have this with that. You could reduce the amount of canisters. So it's really good in terms of portability. And I mean, if anybody's ever coming at you and you could shoot from quite afar with these. I considered this one Hungry and Hungover. So before you decided to come in here and suggest this as a little bit of a continuation of your bits, just know that I was definitely already in the market, my friend. Allah Akbar, as they say. Let's go through here. I know I saw some comment that I wanted to address before I go into the topics. Let's say the judge is the only Taurus. Already read that one. Fits well in your hand. Short, but my dick tall. Short, but my dick tall. I wore that shirt to a party the other day, and I had to explain to girls, no. I work really hard. It's not real. And they all laughed and chuckled, which makes me know that I could fuck them at any point. Get a North American Arms Ranger. They're awesome. Yes, I looked at that one as well. But what I'm looking for is that motherfucker, that tiny mini revolver, that little bitch that you could just fold. And stock, it doesn't come with that. Stock, it has a little handle that I don't even know how you would shoot with that. But that folding really is what makes it something that I desperately want. Yeah, get the gun that all the girls like, lol. Let's see. All right. So this topic, I guess, is the first one that I want to get into. Psychics. I'm always dealing with psychics in terms of YouTube and TikTok. They get recommended to me nonstop. I love the hot ones. There's a lot of hot girls that think they're psychic. And I would gladly remove all thoughts and public opinion on psychics if one of them were to just blow me. But as far as that, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I wouldn't want this one to blow me for reasons that I'm going to share with you in a moment. But as far as just general, these fucking just dog moms, that's what it is. It's a bunch of cat fur permanently on their shirt bitches that think they have some sort of powers that they don't have. Ones that I've seen recently are this girl that she discovered air. And she fucking puts a piece of foil that she folds, and I think I could find that one. But this one in particular caught my eye. This is a girl I hope. And let's just take a look at her power. Let's take a look at her power.
Okay, normal text 2. As you guys can see, it's working normally. Now watch. And it's off. Okay, normal text 2.
So this one, she turned off the comments, by the way. And her power is that she could apparently specifically turn off that monitor. You could see her straining here, too, by the way. You could see the straining in that. Here, by the way, she looks up, and to the left for a bit, which for sure is somebody in the public mall that she's in right now, looking at her, wondering what the fuck is she doing? And this type of person, I love this because asexual, aromantic. I'm going to keep my opinions to myself, but let's see what's going on here.
They say there are 5 stages.
So let's remove the sound. So here, so let's see what's going on. She's straining. I couldn't get mad because through it. Okay. Said it's impossible. Okay, so she puts on a, I don't know, a fucking, she closed the door magically. All right, she's turning off the lights. There's a lot of things she's doing here, which are just hysterical. Electrokinesis, I guess. She got some outfits where she looks like Dylan Klebold here. I'll leave that to you to figure out or remember who Dylan Klebold is. But yeah, so I saw that, and immediately I'm always laughing in hysterics at any sort of person on TikTok that decides to show their psychic powers. I hope that I put this one. I know that I found this bitch that, again, discovered wind. And what I hate about TikTok is that you'll favorite a video, and then it's they'll take it out. They'll remove it. And you'll never find it ever again because it's privatized or they deleted it for whatever reason. This bitch right here. I think I have it. Favorites. Is it this one? All right, this. Look at this. Fucking absolute troglodyte. Turn the sound on.
Air. Wind.
So she's showing, by the way, just her, and also you could tell what's going to happen here when the comments are off. You see the comments here, right here, are off. So that lets you know right off the bat that she doesn't really stand by her convictions. So this is her
Energy.
power. Yeah, so look at that. So for those of you guys that are thinking like, listen, all right, she's blowing on it, or there's wind. This is what wind would look like. This is what it would look like.
Wind.
See, look. That's what it would look like. She's using energy. Look. I challenge you. I challenge you to get a piece of foil, probably the flimsiest thing in the planet, and replicate this by doing her exact motion. I challenge you. And you'll find that you'll probably do it about maybe 99.9% of the time. Now, I wonder if she could do it without necessarily bringing her hand back. So maybe if she could do one of these, if she could do that. But this would be my challenge to you, Ariana.ps, which is, funny enough, the initials of what I think about what you're doing. I'll challenge you to do this right here, right? It probably has the same power as this, but like a light, and especially something as flimsy. So just do this right here. Look at this action. No excessive movement of the hand. Just do this. Right here. And if you could do it that way, I don't know. I'll fucking suck on a titty. Let's go here, see if any comments. This dumb bitch is Biden's new green energy plan for 2024. Let's not talk about my girl AOC like that. Anytime that somebody references the Green New Deal, I think of my girl and how we would have beautiful arguments. Me and Alexandria, as I call her. It's funny enough, I'm from Egypt, and that's a city in the country where I was made. I think my mom and my dad maybe procreated in Egypt. I was born here, so I can be president one day, but I think I was conceived in Egypt. I believe in Alexandria, which is exactly where I want to conceive, in Alexandria. Ocasio-Cortez. Let's see. I'd be more impressed if she farted it off the table. I'm sure you could probably do the same thing. You could probably just fart it off the table and you'd be good to go. Vegan Bro says, hey, tell me something about the PigCake Magic Academy, the home of over 1,400 videos going over card stuff, coin stuff, designed to get you from a beginner magician all the way to expert level stuff. What? I'm uploading every single week. You could join the Mentalism Academy. You could find my books, my brand new books there, The Art of the Squeal, The View from Down Here, rave reviews all around on these puppies. You should check it out. You don't need to join, by the way, the Academy to get these books, but they are hosted on Patreon, so you could just go check it out, buy the book, and I don't know, enrich your life with some fucking hot magic and some favorite things that I've gotten. Some of my favorite tricks on those books. Let's see here. John Lee says, ha ha ha, we've all recorded something like this, right? Maybe with a rotating fan off to the side. Instant haunted deck. Yes. Or as Daniel Garcia would do it with a sugar packet. Again, they all use the lightest materials. Do that with a cup. That bitch was doing it with a door. I'm at least giving her some credibility. She's fucking making a door, or I don't know what she refers to herself as, but she was making a door of what looks like to be an F-250 close. That's impressive. A piece of flimsy foil? No, thank you. Yeah, get the gun. All the girls like, okay, that's what Ed Blitz said before. Obviously, he was saying that in jest because he was suggesting a flamethrower. He was a child molester, says Slatzer. I don't know who you're referring to. Oh, James Heydrich. Yeah, I saw on Facebook that somebody was going to have an interview with James Heydrich, and all the comments were like, you know, he fucked kids, right? Like he fucked boys. And I think that's the worst part because you know you're going to get an interesting interview from Heydrich because obviously the guy's into martial arts. He was very famously debunked on TV by James Randi, and it would be an interesting interview. But you also have to be thinking in the back of your head, this guy's the worst person on the planet. The absolute worst person to touch a kid and fucking take advantage of the trust. And I believe a lot of them were his students as well. So are you really going to give this guy and maybe have him talk in a way that it's not a good look, but it definitely would be an interesting conversation with somebody who fooled a lot of people into thinking that psychic powers or his psychic powers were real. Wait till she discovers what an ITR is. Yeah, wait till they discover that. I remember one time, who was it? One of my mom's friends. She would have some psychic friends come over, and she was very interested in me watching that Richard Osterlin video about mentalism. She kept asking a lot of questions, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. If you're doing things for real, would you not need to be so interested in how a guy fakes it? Because it just makes me think that you're just gonna start doing a center tear. $100 who could do that without that hand motion, or yeah, hand motion, but just keep it and just this right here. Look, that's all the movement I want. That's all the movement that I would go. I could get a piece of foil and probably do the same thing that a dumb cunt is doing, but I don't want to. COVID. Just wanted Tulsi Gabbard president so we could look at her for 4 years. Tulsi Gabbard, she's not even hot. Let me tell you, Tulsi Gabbard is so beautiful that she's not even to the point where she's hot. If you say she's hot, I might just have to do something about that, if you know what I mean. But considering there's no mag in the Tulsi Gabbard she's far beyond hot to the point where it's just beautiful. We would have perfect arguments, me and her, because she does have some, takes that I would disagree with. But oh man, she has some like pimples and stuff and acne scars. I don't care. Even better, like white in her hair. Beautiful, just immaculate. I would make love to her. I would fuck AOC. I would just. Boy, dog AOC. I have to perform some magic tricks in school, but I know card magic, which will not work on stage. So is there any card effects for stage? Yeah. You could do card repeats. That's a good one. So card repeats are when you keep finding cards. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You throw that away, and then you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you throw that away, and you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you throw that away, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So things like that work for stage. Those are good. Cards across is another one because you could convey that very openly. So you could give 10 cards to this person, 10 cards to this person, whatever method you use, and they could count that. So there's a very, you could transfer that motion to a large amount of people, and their reactions also transfer quite a bit. So, oh fuck, I forgot what I needed to do. I needed to shoot a tutorial for Alakazam. They needed for me to do that, and I completely forgot what the trick is. Oh, invisible deck. Okay, sorry. My bad. I just remembered. Let me write that down because I don't want to forget that. Invisible deck Kazam. Because I'm now part of the Alaka fam. I've come up with a title, by the way, for the trick that I haven't mentioned anything about specifically. But I'm releasing a trick with Alakazam. I already signed a contract. I'm still waiting for the funds, though. So I hope those reach my bank because I just bought a gun. But I have the name for the trick already, and I'm kind of happy. As a matter of fact, who was it here? Steve Brooksy. Steve Brooksy is the person that came up with the name. He sent me an email, gave me a great list, and I cannot believe I didn't think of any of those. But there was one that was perfect, and I'm going with that for the name of the trick. So I'm going to send him one once it's fully produced, just as a little thank you. I believe they're giving me 20 or 30 units once it's finally produced. And one of the things that I might have to do, we'll see, as I mentioned before, is they might help me go to Blackpool next year for the convention if I work the booth. And as you know, I like to go to Blackpool to get hammered for 2 weeks, or sorry, 3 days. And then the rest, I just stay with Turner and we do various stuff around England. But I might have to work the convention. So we'll see. So you could see me demo the trick. You could see me demo the trick if you go to Blackpool and annoy me because you'll definitely annoy me if you do the thing that every magician does, which I've done. I've been guilty of. You go to a convention and you go, oh, that's cool. And they go, yeah, you want me to show you? And then they show you the thing and you go, oh, that's good. That's nice. I'll probably come back, but man, thank you for that. Actually, you know what? I've come to the point where I don't say I'll come back. I go, oh, thank you for that, man. I'm not interested, but thank you. And I tell them that up front because I used to be the guy that would say, I'll come back, and I don't come back. And no, I don't want to be that guy. So that's probably going to happen to me so many times. Let's see here. So things like that work. Vegan Bros, those work tremendously well because the reactions of the audience translate, and they're very visual despite them using cards. She does have very nice skin for real. Never have heroes. Wow, this is very comfortable. I got to tell you, I thought this was going to be uncomfortable here sitting down, but having this strapped on my person is fairly comfortable. Sav, the man, the myth, the legend. Sav, as I mentioned last time, I might just take you up on the offer of getting a nice little Indian shoddy. Let's see here. As someone who performs in Spanish and in English, here's something I always wondered. Are mental forces language specific and phrase dependent to work, or will they statistically have the same results? Well, we're all humans, and psychological forces are taking advantage of human characteristics, per se. Not to get too virgin-y on the stream. So as long as you find the right words to translate, yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't work. Now, there are certain things that wouldn't work in a sense of semantic things. So if there's a semantic necessity for a trick, then you're probably not going to be able to translate it. For example, with, what's that trick? Isabella Star, right? That has to be done in mostly English because you are using the anagram, you're using certain things. It can be probably translated with some work to Spanish and more common Spanish names, but certain things, yeah, don't work. But subtleties definitely work just because subtleties, speaking of dating, there's no such thing as a bad date. Oh, I got a comment on Rumble. If you are on Rumble, leave not a comment, but leave a live chat because I can't see them on this or however I have them. But they definitely work. And you could see at least in Danny D'Artis, for example, when he's performing, his style is very contingent on his personality. However, when it comes to the way that it works in any language. So only if it's semantic. Are you working the booth or... Toby says, if you are working the booth, will Alakazam provide a box for you to stand on? Pin of shame. You got the pin of shame, Toby. I think you are in line for the Hall of Fame in terms of how many times you've probably had the pin of shame. You've maybe been able to subvert it by having the pin of glory just as many times. But this time, you deserve the pin of shame. You fuck. I've seen a video of David Blaine doing 2-card money, and he used a psychological force to say someone's 7, and he made the 7s appear. Super clever. Yeah, adding things together would definitely work in your favor. And one of the things that Peter Turner taught me, as much as I hate to give him any credit, because he makes fun of me constantly for my height, is, what do you call this shit? I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, backwards thinking. So think backwards on anything and you'll come up with something novel. You'll come up with something new. So thinking from the back coming in is the easiest way to get something where you want to come up with a completely new idea. Start from the back and work your way forward. And you'll find that certain things become different and you're able to see things in a different perspective. I'll see what else here. W Swim here. I did get your email and I don't know if I want to show what you sent me because I feel like that's a little nuts. So let me go to my email here. Fuck it, might as well. You sent me a video, a YouTube channel. Let me see if I could find this guy. Of a guy that posts the same exact thing every day. Every day. So let me go here and see if I could show you. Let me take out my email. Fuck. What is this? This is just retarded. Let me put the comment here. So this right here. This is nuts. So this guy posts the same thing every day. Every day. 10 hours ago, 19 hours ago, 19 hours ago. Up the ladder. And all he does is post a video of him doing the up the ladder false cut. So maybe he's practicing? But it's weird to upload the video. I mean, he has a great technique, right? It looks good. I'm not saying anything bad about it. But, okay. But then there's another video of him doing the exact same thing. Doing the exact same thing. An up the ladder false cut, which looks phenomenal. He has a very good way of doing it. Everything looks sloppy, but yet he nails it. Obviously, the guy has chops. But here's the third video. And they're different videos. So I should be worried. But you sent me this and I don't know, got me concerned. Let's see. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And it's days ago, weeks ago. Sorry, these are all days ago. So we haven't even gotten to weeks ago. And it's odd, to say the least. That's all I want to say about it. For fear of, I don't know, retaliation? I'm not saying anything negative on it. But I gotta say, kind of weird. Kind of weird. Jason Heiss says, hey, Piggy, what holster did you get? Well, that's the thing. I was asking around, and people said holsters are preferences. And I ended up getting this one, which is a sticky. So, funny enough, I bought it from my friend's uncle, as I mentioned before. And he had a drawer full of, like, I'm not even exaggerating, maybe 50 of these sticky holsters. I tried it out. It felt good. I liked that it's soft. And he had like a drawer of a bunch of these. And I'm like, oh, shit, man, that's nice. And he goes, yeah, $20. I'm like, you have 40 of them. Like, I would give it to you if I had a drawer of 40 of them. You probably wouldn't even know if I stole it from you. But I ended up paying him $20 for this holster sticky. So it's nice, fits well. I've ever since I got the gun, I've been dry shooting this bitch all day. I've been practicing, dry shooting this motherfucker, and taking it out, just having it there and getting into the appropriate position. I'm gonna go shooting within the next 2 weeks to try it out. So yeah, I'm happy with that one. So I got a sticky. Bruce Lee said, don't fear the man that practices 10,000 punches. Slots the man that practices 10,000 punches, and this applies to the up the ladder false cut. Yeah, if you ever need a dude to do a fucking... Slotzer actually makes a good point. He says, let's see if he's improved on technique. So I'm going to go to oldest, And this was uploaded 10 years. This was uploaded 10 years ago. Well, here at least he has different variations of cuts and shuffles, triumphs, overhand shuffles. So this one is the upload Aller cut. Okay, so this is the first video he uploaded 10 years ago. And let's see him perform it. Yeah. I mean, you would imagine with 10 years of performance experience there and doing the up the ladder false cut. This is the most recent one from 10 hours ago. And I guess, I mean, we know that he's improved dramatically. Look at that. You would hope that he would have improved after doing it for 10 years. So it looks very smooth, deceiving. It looks tremendous. That's, I would say, a little bit concerning. Just the dedication to that. I could, man, this, you guys are really throwing me off with the comments here. Dry shooting, that's not a good idea, says Carl Power. Well, there's no bullets on it. There's no trigger reset on the practice is very important, says Mark Garcia. Any Move Monkey in general, retracted comment here. Why are we retracting comments? Bro's trying to break the YouTube algorithm. Hey, Piggy, well, Holster already said that one. They went that far. Nasty. Yeah, I cannot believe that it's 10 years. Dry shooting, old argument, is fine and does not damage the pin. So I guess there's a point of contention there. There's a point of, what do you call this? His family keeps track by looking at his YouTube if he's still alive or dead. Yeah, 10 years of wearing the same thing and no wedding ring. Damn, so you noticed that. I didn't even notice that. Speaking of stupid, well, that's not stupid. I don't want to use that as a segue to this. Vegas is retarded right now. They're doing an F1 race, and boy, is my blood boiling at the fucking retarded security they've hired for this. So obviously, they're not going to have the race visible to the plebeians. But here's the thing. This is public. These are fucking public. So the streets that you would go on is a public street. These are public bridges, things that you would go from one casino to the other. And they've managed to block off all these things and hire their own fucking security. And just look at this.
They don't want nobody in the video.
No. Go.
People stopping on the bridge. Fuck you. Hey, look at this fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, dude. What a fucking loser. I get that's his job, but fuck, what a loser job. I mean, they can't do shit to you. They can't fucking do anything. They can't touch you. They can't push you. So just wear them out, I guess. And some people were saying, let's see what this bitch says. I think she says a particularly annoying one. God damn, hold up. Jesus, you gotta love Vegas. Even though this is what we would call in the business a tortilla, right? Fucking boots. You put boots on a fat girl and I'll fucking... Let's see.
Come on, man.
So I saw another video where this same cunt was saying, if you can't afford it, too bad, bitch. So a lot of comments here. F1's a total failure. There was some other shits. So I don't know. Yeah, it's fucking stupid, man. Let me see if there's other videos here on this situation. But it's the screaming and the fucking berating and saying stupid shit. And it's just fucking ridiculous. The lengths that they've gone to for this stupid shit. But they can't do shit to you. They can't touch you. So I can't imagine if you're one of these smart asses, you could just stand there and be like, you're not going to do shit. Yeah, scream at me all you want. I don't care. Fucking recording the shit on a public bridge. Fuck you, dude. Am I wrong? Am I wrong in that? Is it a public bridge? I mean, I've been there before. That's where you go from casino to casino. It's open. It's there right above the street. Let's slowly go through these. That's insane. Who's gonna hand out the porn flyers? Yeah, that's the other one. I collected a deck of porn flyers. The only guns you shouldn't dry fire are most 22s. His entire channel has to be some kind of secret spy communication. Dry shooting is bad for rim fire, not for center fire. Okay, so we have different opinions here. Good for him. 10 years of the same thing. I already read that one. So the general consensus here is dry firing is good, is okay for my gun. But I've just been practicing. Here's the thing. It's brand new. The guy shot this maybe once that he doesn't remember. So I got a brand new fucking Hellcat for the price of a Taurus. I believe a used Taurus G3C. I almost turned my spick on there. I said G3C. Oh yeah, man, I got my G3C, bro. Come over. You can fire it, bro. Come on, man. Hey, let's go shooting, bro. I got my G3C, man. No, look, it's right there, Holmes. So that came out. But okay, so at least the general consensus, it's okay. Apart from a 22, he's married up the ladder, best in the world. The divorce rate's 50%. He has a 100% chance of nailing the ladder cut. Who's the real winner? Yeah. So in a very rare situation where somebody, I don't even want to use that as a prop, but holds a gun to his head and says, "Hey, if you could do an up the ladder false cut perfectly right now, I won't splatter your brain." That guy's gonna be perfect. Jump says, "Wow, yeah." So who's gonna hand out? That's the thing that I guess I was referencing, the way they slap their hand and give you the card. And I'm sorry if I misspoke. It's always taught by superiors in the army. I stand corrected. In reference to dry firing, Chris James says, "Go buy bigger." One letter away from being not something to say. I can't reach for it without. Let's see. Hopefully my nuts. I'm wearing fucking shorts. So if I stand up, this is what you see right here. Just nuts. But look at those legs, bro. So bigger by Nicholas Mavresis. I worked on a trailer. Actually, I did the trailer. I didn't work on it. I did the entire thing. But they did shoot some performance videos. It's one of these bits. You show the logo on the lighter, and then it turns bigger. And then I didn't think to get the other bit, but it turns into a bigger lighter, and it stretches into a bigger lighter, and it says bigger on it. And the retarded part of this is I was going to send him videos for the thing because I had this idea with this thing, right? So I wanted to send him that thing as an idea to do it and then finally stretch the lighter. So you could switch the lighter in. I mean, goes without saying you get two lighters. And you could have the bigger lighter that you switch in. You could do this bit and say, look, sometimes if you do this, it looks bigger. I guess this is a free tip if you buy it. Sometimes if you do this, it looks bigger. And it actually, it looks smaller. But then you do this, and then it looks bigger, and you could actually show them that thing. So, Chris, I was going to tell you that idea, but they launched it. So I was like, all right, fine. No need to send them that. Oh, let's go through this. They blocked some of the hotel views, and the rooms were almost twice the price. Fuck you, dude. No, the serial number is definitely on it. I did the paperwork. The guy was very legitimate when I purchased the gun from him. I was almost annoyed because I'm like, bro, I'm like your fucking, I'm part of family pretty much. Like, he's like, nope, still gotta do it. I mean, he sold me the holster. He could have given it to me. He sold it to me. So this guy's a legitimate Cuban. Someone did a crazy performance of it on Instagram. Play it, the Southern accent assholes. I don't know if you could send me the link. If you are scared about dry firing, buy a dummy round. I did see them on... that's funny. Dry firing, you need to lube it. It's a penis joke. But the Vegas one, fuck off, man. That shit got me absolutely upset. It's just gross with that shit. Because what is even the fucking... correct me if I'm wrong, but you have a public street, you have a public bridge. The streets are obviously closed off, so the plebeians don't see the race. But what's the fucking... If you're there on the bridge, obviously you don't want people standing, but there's better ways of doing that, I would figure. And that's a terrible venue, I think, for that. But that's just me. I don't know if you live in Vegas. You could give me a little bit more advice. That idea made it on there, I think. Those fuckers launched it without saying shit. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. because I was going to send him a bunch of ideas with it, different things. You could have the lighter. What I find is that you could have a magnet in your back pocket, by the way. I guess I'm tipping the bit here, but you could have the other lighter in your back pocket. Sorry, I got it caught under my fucking ghetto table here. Jesus. And I also got distracted by this hot girl on my TikTok. But you could, it's very easily palmable. So you could have it there. It sticks. From when I was trying out, you put a magnet in your back pocket and the lighter sticks. So your hands could be empty. You could do the bit. You show the thing, and then you could do the actual move itself, and you're good to go. And also the spellbound is something that I want to teach, because it's not just a spellbound. With that, you have to tilt the lighter. So there's a way of doing it that looks a lot better, where your hands could be a lot more open. Whereas if you do a regular spellbound, I guess I might as well fucking show you, right? I guess I might as well fucking show you. Fuck, and I got the lighter caught in the fucking table. This is what I get for elbow dropping the table and breaking it, and being too lazy and cheap to buy one. So I'm sure he doesn't have a problem with this, because you need to buy it in order to do it. But if you're doing a spellbound with this particular thing, right, you're doing a spellbound. If you do it normally, yeah, you could put it on it, but you're restricted because the other lighter is there, right? Whereas if you do this with the lighter, now you have so much more freedom in showing it, because the lighter is hidden in your palm this way. So that works excellently. Now I was going to teach that on that particular thing, but they fucking jumped the gun and they released it before I could send them anything, which is kind of lame. Obviously, it's not my trick. It's Nicholas Mavres's trick. I also fucked the stickers up, by the way, Chris, with the trick that I'm putting out. Hint, the stickers on bigger fucked up. So I don't know if that's going to work. But yeah, so that's little touches that I wanted to give on that. Also, it's little things like this I want to teach. This thing where you do well, now it's gone, but you do the flip stick at the same time you toss up the other lighter, and when you catch it, you could catch it and it's bigger. So I was going to teach all that, but then they fucking jumped the gun. I don't know why they were so such in a hurry to release that product. Kind of a shame. I guess let me get into this topic right here. We have Vegas Stupid. I could cross that out. This, I guess, might be the main thing that I guess I titled this for, which is dating an influencer, right? So this guy right here, I saw this on Twitter, and first date, and she started vlogging. Oh, now, again, with a grain of salt. As I've learned on the internet, everything could be essentially faked, and most things are, especially these videos that are designed to incite reactions and get clicks and views. They're mostly fake, and you have a lot of acting taking place now, which is fucking lame. But this one, I don't know. The way he's recording himself, could just be a bit. It could be, but what are you doing? What are you fucking doing? I mean, here's why I don't think it's a bit, right? She has a Rode. That Rode mic is, I think, $299. It's the Pro. That is the Manfrotto tripod. That is the expensive one. It's the mini tripod, but it's the expensive one. That's maybe 40, 50 bucks. I want to say I've seen it as low as 30, but that's still 50 bucks. I can't tell what there's a Canon. I don't think that's a Sony. I think this is a Canon. It looks pretty big, so I'm guessing it might not be mirrorless. I think this might be the 6D Mark II, if I'm not mistaken. She has some sort of ring light or a filter on this. So this is a very expensive setup. Now, the SD Mark II is pretty decent. It's not a pricey camera by any means. But you wouldn't take this around unless you were using it. So as a joke here, I don't think this is a joke. So what are you doing? I mean, she is hot, though. I'll give her that. She is hot. So I would deal with it just because she is very attractive. And my type, just like little small cheekbones. Oh, cutesy. Fuck. But what's going on here, man? Obviously, it's not going to load. Thank you fucking so much, Twitter. Now you get to see the things that I've put on podcasts to use, right? So this is one of them. But what would you do? What would you do? I'm putting this out there to the PigCake community. What would you do if you go to a first date with a shawty and she takes out a fucking, what seems to me a 60 Mark II? I might be wrong on that. The name 60 Mark II. I think that's the mirrorless that they sold, right? Sorry, the mirrored DSLR that they had from before they started really investing heavily in mirrorless. But let's see. There are so many color changing knives routine you could do with big lighters. Yeah. And this one is a good one. Not to shill it, but it's I like it just because the pun. The pun is great. And I just dropped my speaker. But the pun is great. I love it. It's like, oh, you have that little big thing. Have you ever wondered why it's so small? Don't you wish they made it big? Oh, yeah. Well, I could make it big myself. Ideally, I'd like for it to be bigger, but we could only dream. And then you could use it in a routine, which I think is kind of cool. The bridges are managed by Clark County. They said they blocked the view to avoid them clogging. Certainly not because folks could see the race for free. Yeah, so they found a loophole, I guess. That's really fucking annoying. Things are different these days. She's gone. I'd go get milk. Bye. It says Jump. Jump like the song. Jump that was also giving me shit for my knife. You're giving me massive shit for my knife. But there's a reason why I get that knife. And actually, let me pick it up here. Don't look at my ass. Fuck. I guess I might as well show you the cool things that I've gotten as of late. I think I got like $100 from Patreon to do some sort of survey on Amazon. So I'm like, oh, let me just spend that on cool stuff. So I got this. I think I mentioned this last time. This fucking little thing is nuts. I also got this, the SOG mini tool. And I'm like, man, I'm going to get this because I'm going through a phase right now. But I've used this probably more than anything in the past since I got it, or maybe 2 weeks. It's ridiculous how often you're in need of something to pry or cut or just ridiculous amount of shit. And I also got this one, speaking of prying, that I added to my keys, which is just a shard, a Gerber shard. And that's fire shit. Now, the reason I got this knife, which you were clowning me on, it's cheap on Amazon. It feels heavy. It's spring assisted. It's not like by all means a fucking Benchmade. What is it? 944. It's not that, but it is a strong knife. It's sharp. It feels good. And then here's the thing about it. Here's the part that really sold it for me. This is the best bottle opener I've ever used in my entire life. I'm not Mexican. All right. I can't use anything as a bottle opener. This right here, it feels heavy. And when I just fucking, get that bitch out and I'm just smacking open bottles with this. So I got it for that. And most knives don't have that. I also sanded this, or what do you call this? What's it called when you fucking, not sand. I didn't sand it. I grinded it down to like a pry bar. And this is fucking stronger than my fucking love life. Okay, no, hold up. Fuck. Stronger than Tess Holliday's chair. Stronger than Tess Holliday's chair. So I filed that down, and that ended up being immaculate. So this, boy, this is just everything that I've wanted in a small little knife. And if it's cheap, if I lose this, guess what? I don't care. It's $7 to $10 on Amazon. But that bottle opener is the best one. And this, just listen to that. Boy, that's a fucking fat sounder. So I'm happy with that. So that's what your boy's been carrying, and I've been astonished. I hate EDC. I hate the lame virgins in that community. But boy, there's some merit to the madness here because I've just added this to my keys. I've added this thing to my pocket and a flashlight, and I've used them every day since. On the bike, I had to put what do you call this? I had to put something on my bike and adjust some shit. Bam, got that. Got all the tools I needed in one, baby. So great shit. But this M-Tech I'm happy with in terms of the feel, the weight. So let's see. M-Tech to the rescue on Paw Patrol. So you're clowning me for this. Fuck. All right, still. All right, I get it. Your boy's out here. Look at the gun that I wanted. The gun that I want is that NAA mini revolver. So This flashlight, it's like a Chinese shit. It's a V10 something. Boryut. Now, what I like about this is that it's bright. It's stupid bright. I don't even want to break the camera. I'm sure I could probably fuck it up with that. But it has a UV light. It has different modes. It has a magnet here. It also has the side that turns on apart from the top. It has a rape whistle, which I don't like. It's gone off in my pocket. That's the only problem that I don't like about this. That I've felt it in my pocket turn on. And I don't like that. So I don't know if I might change this out, but I've used this every day, multiple times a day. You're there like, oh shit, look, there it is. And then your phone camera, this one, it's, your phone light is the gayest light in the planet. Let's see if I could get it there. Look at that. It's nothing, especially compared to this thing. You're seeing with this, it spreads it out. No, thank you. So, I forgot who recommended getting, if it was the guy from Mythbusters that says he uses his every day. I use this multiple times a day ever since I've gotten it. I've been astonished. And I'm not looking for reason to use it. Same thing with this. I'm not justifying a purchase. I'm using it because I need it. I'm like, oh, this solves a problem that I've had in my life. Same thing with this. Solves a problem I've had in my life, which is something to open beer bottles with. Because your boy's an alcoholic. So Vegas, autistic, influencer. I don't know. She's hot enough that I'd probably deal with it. But you really have to be very attractive. The Swiss Army Huntsman is my EDC. It doesn't have pliers like that, multi-tool, but it's amazing. Well, I love, I had a Victorinox one that I loved, and it was perfect. I had it in my pocket for years. Then I went to a wrestling show, and I didn't palm it. And I was considering it. I should have, because the bitch, they didn't have the metal detectors. There was the people scanning your shit. So I just should have had it in my hand like this as she was doing it and not gotten caught with it. But that bitch said, no, you got to throw it away. And the car, we parked like a mile thing. I don't want to walk back, so I had to toss it. That fucking bitch. So that was a shame. But then this, immaculate. The SOG Power Pint, I believe. Chris says, what do you think about women who are going around telling their servers what pronouns to call them, sort of trapping them? Yeah, I showed that video a while ago, walking on eggshells, but here's the thing, right? I would say anti the use of those, very much so. I think it's a retarded thing. I think it's a virtue signal thing where you're just trying to have something else to stand out. Unfortunately, in every single fucking resume for every company, if you're trying to get work, they're looking for that sort of thing because it lets them know that you're not going to be an issue. But that's the thing. For me, if I see that, I think you're going to be an issue, especially if it's one of the more novel ones, to say the least. But if you do that and that's what you want to do, whatever. You're living in a place where you could do whatever you want, essentially, in terms of how you want to identify yourself. If you want to impose it on someone, we get into edgy territory. That way we get into some nitty-gritty there where I definitely disagree with you. Now, if you're in situations where you are actively looking for people to call you something that you're not and get them in some sort of conflict, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. And I showed a video where some self-indulgent fuck was recording themselves eating, and every time the guy would go, hey, is there anything else that you would like, sir? I'd go, hey, excuse me, like loud and shit. And no, you're looking for it, especially if you're recording yourself eating. You know what you're doing. So that's just the dumbest thing. And then you get into arguments where they go, what? You don't believe in pronouns? What, you never went to the 3rd grade? That's not what it is. Stop it. You know what you're doing is deceptive. You know what you're doing is deceptive. And it's not about not believing in pronouns. It's about you putting the little fucking pronouns and letting everybody know. We could tell. All right, we know what you are. Shut up. So I'm not a fan of that. Get the Victorinox Classic. Well, I'm already happy with what I got. The only thing that's not necessarily the best is that this is a push, and it's gone off in my pocket more than I want. So that's the only thing I would add to it. Only thing, you're gonna shit on me again. I know. I don't care if you're a gun enthusiast, and as I mentioned before, if you're somebody that could procure this firearm for me, please, I would gladly talk to you. This right here, look at it. Oh, whoops. I deleted the page. I'm a fucking boomer. I'm a boomer. This is taking way too long. Okay. Look at it. That, and that's not with the grip that folds, which is this right here. Look at how immaculate this is. I want that. So that's the only thing that I would add if I were to get anything. So I'm getting that. If I find that for a good deal, your boy's copying that. But maybe the flashlight, because the flashlight, I don't like that. But I do like the flashlight. Fuck. What else here? Let me see if anybody else has said anything else. Dude, that's so true. Just filled an application out. They had a Zerzim. I don't fucking know. Are you a first-time gun owner? Yeah, it's the first time I've ever owned a firearm. Owned one. I've shot one many times. I've gone to the range a bunch of times. Shot a lot of things. But as far as owning one for the first time, first time I ever owned a firearm. So I'm being very precautious. I'm very tempted on the channel, especially with PigCake, as you know him, to use it as a prop. But I will not do that because of the fact that it's a real firearm. So I'm not going to use it in a way that's, promoting any sort of inappropriate use of a firearm, because this is, at the end of the day, a tool and not something that is a prop. Even though sometimes you just get the urge to just wrap your lips around it. Speaking of, I know a lot about you, like why you're watching this ad, and it's specifically because you've looked up magic tricks. Well, hey there, my name's PigCake, and I've been doing magic trick tutorials on YouTube for the better part of 6 years. And I'm here to tell you about the PigCake Magic Academy with over 1,200 videos already uploaded, designed to make you an expert magician. You get access to all the content the moment you sign up, and I'm uploading every single week. As a matter of fact, I uploaded a video today. Just look at that list of moves, tricks, ideas that you're gonna get access to the moment you sign up. It doesn't end. As a matter of fact, I could stop talking completely, and the list is still gonna keep going. Just look. So check it out, the PigCake Magic Academy. The link is going to be below. I go with you, but I'm stuck in this video. But I'll wait for you to go ahead and click it. Go ahead, you know you want to. Get the books. Toby Writing says, when will you know if you're going to Blackpool or not? Well, because every trip has been extraordinarily expensive overseas, I'm only going to go if I could make it back. And this year I am, because technically I have an opportunity to work at a booth. So I think that that's what I'm going to be doing. However, I have a lot of work to do in order to make sure that that happens. And I have to release my trick before Blackpool. So that's where it gets a little bit iffy. Now, what I'm waiting on now are prototypes. I'm getting some more prototypes for the thing to make sure everything is fine. And then I got to work on the video, which is not going to take long at all, to work on the trailers and all the other stuff. That's going to take maybe 2 days to do. But I have to wait on them because they're taking care of all the art. They're taking care of all the packaging. They're taking care of all the other stuff. I'm taking care of the media part of it, which is the agreement that we came to. Just to be candid, but afterwards is when we're going to come to some sort of terms for whether or not, what does me working in Blackpool entail? Because probably what it's going to entail is covering room and board, and that's what I'm going to be working for, nothing extra. But I'm fine with that. So we'll see. But Alakazam has been very nice to me so far. And giving me, from what I've talked around, they give me a very nice deal, especially asking people around. I'm like, wow, you guys are very generous. So, let's say, Love Me in FN. They fit in my hands. My hands are smaller. I was allowed to carry civilian and military. Love their stuff. So that's what? Jump says. Jason Heiss. Yes, don't open packages with it. That's what your handsaw is for. That's what this is for right here. This, the fucking law and order. Let's go through here. I can't post a link to a video. I could send you on Twitter for you to react to. Okay, yeah, send me on Twitter. Let me see. I got notifications on right here, so if you want to send it to me, let me know there, and I will definitely look at your video. That's kind of lame that I can't. Like, I would, because hypothetically, people have gone on here before on a chat and posted, like, certain words that would get me banned that I would just love to say, but. And the links, just to avoid people posting, like spamming or whatever the fuck. But that should be an option for me. That should be an option. that I should be able to allow for hyperlinks, and they don't have that. I've checked in the settings, I've looked up videos, and they don't allow that. And then I even have to put a setting to allow language, inappropriate language that might be harmful. Oh God. So I don't know. If I have a SIG or if I'm going to carry 365, that's what everybody has recommended. But luckily, I got a great deal. Again, same price as a G3C, which is what I was looking at for a Hellcat. And I'm like, fuck, I can't say no to that. But what I want is a North American Arms. So again, I implore you, if you are somebody that's into the whole industry and you have somebody that knows somebody that could maybe get me that for a good price, I will probably suck you off. I hate to use my platform here for that, but you have to. Let's see. Speaking of things that I would like to avoid, what the fuck is this? What is this? So let me go to bookmarks here real quick. So this is this is what people like to, oh my God, wanderlust. I want to wanderlust. I want to travel so badly. Do you really? Do you really when things like this are out there? Look at the speed of this motherfucker. Look at that. Oh, shit. How do you fuck with that? Shoot that. Do me a favor. I think Hickok 45 maybe. But shoot that. Cut that in half. See what you could do with the speed of this motherfucker. Doesn't even have legs. He doesn't even have legs. He's walking with waves, dude. This fucking Cobra. Let's see the end of this shit. Oh my fucking God. And you're near this outside in public? Fuck off. Look at that motherfucker. It's taller than me for sure. God, just look at the one more time. Good zoom, by the way. Look at the speed of this bitch. Boom, boy. No, you're dead, bro. You're fucking... That doesn't even look real. That's a Pokemon. That's a fucking Pokemon. So, I don't know. I saw that shit and said, fuck you. I ain't going anywhere, dude. I'm staying here, boy. Let's see. You just sent me something here. Let's go through this. Okay, so let's make this larger. And so this is a crap yard instead of a... what would the word be? Fuck, I had to draw a blank there. Crap yard? Rap yard? There's a pun in there. Fuck. So it's some chick. He wanted to box, she wanted to Muay Thai. Okay, so let's see what's going on here.
73 pod out of Gresham, Morgan. Check out my podcast on the Anchor app, WTH Sports Talk. Let's go.
So this guy's shilling his podcast. Let's see the bitch. Do they show the bitch?
Dad, 5'9".
Let's see.
Gas, 5'11", 157.
Dad, 5'9". 173 pod out of Gresham, Morgan. Check out my podcast on the Anchor app, WTH Sports Talk. Let's go.
Oh, scrap yard.
Welcome back to the scrap yard for this 2-year
Crap yard. The pun is scrap yard.
anniversary event. I'm your
Okay, let's skip through this.
Listen to my commands at all times. Touch gloves now, go to your corners.
All right.
Timer. Bud, are you ready?
So is he allowed to balk or he allowed to kick?
Round one.
I assume they're both allowed to do whatever they want, right?
Yeah. 1, 2, guys. Guard up and check those leg kicks. You're good.
Yeah, what do you think she's gonna do? She's gonna fucking kick your shit off.
Here you go. Move. Keep that head movement. Move your head, gas.
I love the redneck. Keep your head movement. Dude, your leg is done. Okay, good shit. There you go. That's what he needed. But is he allowed to kick? I'm retarded for skipping the beginning of it, but all right. Nice. I guess I was gonna say liver punch. Nice hip punch.
1, 2, straight down the pipe. Hands up. Lose balance. Keep that stance.
Let's see. All right, I want to kill myself watching this, but okay.
Don't forget the
That's a back of the head there. Yeah, this guy's all beat up, obviously. She has more tools. You're retarded. If you're boxing and you're getting against somebody that could use all... So look at the... Just do some math, you fucking retard. You got 2 things that you could use. She's got 4. She's got 4. And let's add the knees. So... Yeah, this guy's done for.
Come on, keep the hands up.
Yeah, bro. Okay, thank you for that. That was a waste. Now I'm upset. Because that guy's a bona fide retard. Oh, I want to box. Yeah, so you want to get your ass whooped because they could use their legs now? It's a pair of men. I was asking. I was curious as to what that was. Definitely... I was gonna ask the PigCake community, but I've already gotten enough compilations made of me. What up, Piggy? Let's see here. Street Beefs. That's a guy too. I think when Piggy needs to take a pee, he plays the PigCake Magic Academy ad where you could find over 1,200 videos, 1,400 videos, and I already played it. Alejandro, I already played it. The mongoose in the back will fuck it up. Does your Hellcat have a cutout for a red dot? I think you're talking about the Pro. Does this have a cutout? I don't think so. I know that they recently came out with one maybe a year ago that it is a Pro edition that has some additional things. But it does have a glowy here, which is kind of nice. But no, I don't think it has a space for that. We'll see. Got to hop back off. Back to work. Hi from Brazil. What's up, dog? The only connection I have to Brazil is Daniel's wife. So my former partner from Ham Radio. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what is that? What is this right here? Did I fuck up my camera? I think I fucked up my camera by aiming the light at it. Because look at that. That's not on me. Right? That's on the camera lens. And that wasn't there when I started. So now I have to go back in the stream and see when this appeared. But that might be because I pointed the camera. Or I pointed this at it. So I'm hoping that that's been there the entire time. This right here, this ghostly image. That is clearly not on. It's not like a light or anything. I don't see a light on me. Lens flare. I think I just gave my camera a permanent lens flare by turning on this light at it. Let's see here. So yeah, that's the last comment. What's the other one? Usually costs $100 to have someone machine the cut. So I guess, but I don't know if I'll be tempted to do that. I know that that'll probably help with accuracy. Let's see. I know that I had one more. So the Cobra. I guess I'll show this one. This is something that popped up on my TikTok. Or sorry, my, what do you call it? Damn, that girl's so fine. On my Twitter. This was from a while ago. Now, am I wrong for finding her hot? Like, I know she's trailer trash. This girl right here. I know she's trailer trash, and whatever it is that you get involved with this type of person, you're in trouble. But let's see what she has to say.
This video is for whoever keeps sending and showing my TikToks to my ex. Send him this one. Send him this one. Curtis, ain't you 22, living with your 16-year-old baby mama in her grandma's house? Stealing your mama food stamp card? No car, no apartment, no nothing. You don't got shit. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about how you got her pregnant when she was 13 years old. But before that, you got your sister pregnant when she was 12. But you're not going to talk about that, huh? But I'm going to talk about it.
So obviously some disgusting accusations there, but am I wrong for thinking that she's immaculate? That she is just, look at the smile. Very pretty smile. Now when she talks, obviously, it's just gutter trash. Like you already know what you're setting yourself up. Just a overly fertile fucking gutter trash bitch. But boy, is she pretty. My goodness. I just saw that. And she's saying some, stuff about this guy. But am I wrong for finding her extraordinarily attractive with her little Bambi nose? I don't know. I posed that question to the PigCake community, as the PigCake community is comprised almost entirely of dudes. It's at 3% females. Let's see here. Just skimmed the stream. The mark has been increasing over time. Fuck. The reflection glare usually started in the last 8 or so minutes. Great. Phenomenal. So now I have a ghost thing. Although, does this show up with this? Let's see if it shows up in the small screen. So let me make this bigger. Fuck! Yeah, that's on the camera. I might have to reset the camera to see if that hopefully works. And if not, then your boy just fucked up his camera, which is nice. I had to imagine, if you have a mirrorless camera, there's nothing there. The sensor is not gonna... What the fuck? Like, I've flashed a flashlight in that before. So that can't be the sensor. Unless now I have this permanent thing that I have to have, like, as aesthetic in every video. But whatever, I don't care. It's not, you're not here for quality. Although for resale, that might be a little bit annoying. Wait a minute, what's up with her eyebrow? I don't know. She has like kind of like a squiggly eyebrow, right? She's like ghetto, like ghetto bitch.
Send him this one. Send him this one. Curtis.
But she's very hot, man.
Ain't you 22? Living with your 16-year-old baby mama in her grandma's house?
Mismatched, right? Because it's like a bird. It looks like a fucking bird here on her shit. But boy, look at that. She doesn't look real, man. So you're fucked. Like that, you really have to say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to end my life right now, but I'm going to have a tremendous time. Turn the lights off. All right. Let's turn the lights off. Let's see if that works. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was like, what did you get that shit? So let's turn this off. Fuck. Fuck. Shit. Oh my god, that is definitely on the lens. I don't know if to turn off the camera, try to turn it off and on, and see if that works. But now, fuck. Oh, I hope that's not permanent. Piggy, check this out. This revolver is so dope. Let's see. She's hot as fuck. There you go. See, Chris, you agree with me. It could be... there's a weird yellow light at the top right of the screen. Or top right. Or top right for you. Fuck, I don't know. But one of these. But if I think it's on the... I think it's in the lens. So, fuck. Let's see. What revolver? You didn't put a revolver. I'd hit, but with a condom, though. I'd hit with a restraining order. I want to see Curtis. Yeah, I definitely want to see Curtis as well. But Mark, I don't know if you had a suggestion there for a revolver. If it's not this, I don't want to hear it. There's a fourth time I show this gun. If it's not this, I don't want it. All right? I don't want to hear it. If it's not this one. But that, I think, might be the stream, boys. That might be the stream. I have to take care of some activities with a friend of mine that's here in town. I might do another one tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I might do another one. And we'll see. But what else is here? Debbie does that. Oh, these are movies that you guys recommended. Control Alt Unsee. Somebody copied that, or I copied that from somewhere. It's from constantly setting your exposure to high to try to look wider. Well, it's because the lighting in this room sucks, but it's the yellow light over your left shoulder. So you think it's that. I don't have a remote for that, so I'd have to go up and get it. So I just figured out after the stream. But apart from that, advice at the end of the video, right? Get a multi-tool, man. Get a multi-tool. You'd be surprised as to how often you use it. It doesn't matter what line of work you do. It doesn't matter if you're even just at home, just fucking doing computer shit. You are good with a bitch like this. And some advice: if you have access to a North American Arms mini revolver, get in touch. Also, Nancy Pelosi is doing a hella insider trading. And as always,
Big fucking